I'm out at my new farm plot and I just finished rototilling these beds. Now in this video, I just want to talk about which way you should orientate your beds when you start a new piece of land. So a lot of people think that it's really important to run them a certain which way. And there can be reasons for that, but I find generally it doesn't matter that much. If I was going to put up permanent high tunnels here, the way I'm running these beds right now is perfect. They're running east to west. This is the south. That would be perfect for permanent tunnels because I'm getting the long side of the greenhouse facing the sun the most of the day, and that's a good thing. That's not what's happening here. This site's just going to be all sort of modular caterpillar tunnels. But the main reason I'm configuring these beds here right now the way they are is it's a long strip of land. The whole plot is just under 350 from the neighbor's fence to kind of inner part of the property here. And it makes sense for me to do it this way right now because it's so much easier to till. And tilling takes a lot of time, and the machine's heavy. And you know what? I'm getting a little lazier the older I get. Well, in this context of this property, a big part of the initial idea behind it was to create the most low maintenance farm as possible. We're not doing greens here and quick growing crops and things that you're used to me doing. We're doing a lot of slow growing, long season storage crops. This farm is, so far has the de facto name SHTF farm, which is shit hits the fan farm. So it's a cooperative farm that I've started with some friends and some family and some kind of close community members. And it's just to grow food and secure our food supply and do it collaboratively and share in the bounty. And so we're trying to make it as little work as possible. So one thing for me, ripping a new plot of land is a lot of work. It can be quite brutal on the body. I can tell you after 10 years of running my farm and running my BCS how many thousands of times, it beats on your upper body, your shoulders, especially when you're breaking new ground. And that's what this is. Lots of roots, lots of rocks, lots of bouncing around and stuff. You got to kind of take it slow and get it good, but it can beat on you. So if I configured this plot the other way and ran beds north and south, which is if I was going to do a high production farm and I wanted a lot of beds to turn over often, like say this was going to be a farm for greens, I would run the beds north and south this way so that I'd have one main access down this side and beds north and south. Similar to Steadfast Farm, they kind of did that because a shorter bed unit on a farm this size would be a lot more practical because it's a half acre, it's not a huge farm, so you need to have some variety of crops, but not too many. And then that way I get shorter bed units to turn those units over more often. Because I might not be, if it was a farm where I was selling 10 beds of something at once, well then maybe it would make more sense to run the beds this way. But often on those types of farms, that's not the case. And so that's kind of some of the thinking behind why I'm configuring the beds at this farm this way. So if you guys liked that video, hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, share the videos with your friends, and if you want to see more in-depth content like this, particularly the creation of this farm and my long-form interviews that I do with farmers when I travel, go to fromthefield.tv. There I have tons of content, hundreds of hours of content now with great experts in regenerative and sustainable agriculture and the creation of this farm. So maybe I'll see you guys over there, fromthefield.tv. Take care.